viewers, welcome back to While I Wait. This is your one-stop channel for everything relationships, real and authentic conversations. My name is Faith Kiteki and I do this with one and only Rawder Kidula Kedaha. Yay. Kedaha's finest.
Kiteki's
looking
finest.
Amazing.
Thank you. Makeup, bye.
And today we're having a very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
How do you know he or she is the one? Mm-hmm. How did you know Mr. Kedaha?
No, we are saying he because when you say she, you're talking to single ladies.
What if a man, as single man comes into this?
No, nowadays, she and she are finding each other.
Yeah. How do you know
he is the one?
How did you know Mr. Kedaha?
How did I know Mr. Kedaha was the one? I think I just knew.
Really?
But it was prompted by, he had really pursued me for a while, and I was like dismissing it. And then especially in the season where it got a bit serious, there are so many other people who are interested in me.
Why does it happen like that?
I don't know. They all come at once when you have to make a big decision. So there's a time he went really slow. He went mute. And that is when I knew. I had told him, no, I don't think it's a good idea. No. Yeah. So he decided to listen to me. And he took the no for an answer.
Wow.
And that is when I knew I'm missing something. Someone hasn't called. He is the one in my heart. And there was a lot of peace. A lot of peace, even praying about it, talking to him.
Right.
I just felt like this is my best friend and I'm okay with telling him anything. Yeah. And I am myself
around him.
Remember that time I was on radio. So you don't know who loves the Rawder Kidula, who is praying on air. And the Rawder and the other name. You know that other name? So to get someone who knows this, the real Rawder, who gets mad, who gets grumpy and crampy and all that, and who is not perfect. And who sometimes, I used to go on air with my stocking on, sometimes with my pajamas.
He would say that.
And he's the technician, so most of the time I would find him there. And he would see that and would joke about it. And I would go to the washroom and change now for the cameras. And he's seen me in,
You don't have to put a face when it comes to your person.
He finds me in studio in the morning at 4 a.m. taking my githeri and ugali. And he's okay, we laugh about it. So I knew he knows the real me. And he likes the real me.
He doesn't, shut you out when it's not what he likes.
And he would actually see me and tell me what's wrong.
He knew when you were not okay.
Yes. Even when I'm laughing with everybody, he would say, no, you're not okay. So I think
that is so sweet. People who can actually just see beyond what everybody else thinks you are. For me, I would say he was my answered prayer. There's that particular prayer that you make about, the person you want to settle down with.
Yes.
That is who Kiteki was for me. That was like the first tick. And for us, it never started with, will you be my girlfriend?
Me too.
If anything, he was coming from a heartbreak. I was coming from one as well. And none of us was ready to date. But we were praying for our spouses. Exactly. So for him, it was just it. Like you look at the people you talk to about deep stuff about you, and they are very intentional with knowing who you really are beside this smile, beside the glam. Who is Faith? So the moment he asked me to be his wife, because that is the only thing he asked, not for me to be his girlfriend. I was like, by the way, you tick all my boxes. You are intentional. You listen. That there are men who will never listen. It's always about them. Conversations, you're like, I listen to you, you listen to me. I like that. You are able to notice when things are not okay. You don't have to put on a face. And I still remember our first date. Tulienda Gikomba kufanya shopping. And then when you're sharing with your friends, they're like, no, you're not getting the treatment a baby girl should get. He was so real. He's like, this is what I do. You take it or you leave it. And I'm like, I want this. I want to feel like I can be myself around you.
Yeah.
I can cry 1 minute, I'm crying, another minute I'm just, I'm a mess, and you still love that. So yeah, I agree with that. People will just love you for you.
Yeah.
And there's just peace you can't explain.
And I think for knowing if he's the one, you also have to be really connected with God.
Yep.
If you're not connected with God, if you're not close enough, you won't hear him. If you're too far, you won't hear him. So God always, there's a way. There's so many times God told me no. Wow. Even when some boxes felt like they are ticking. But you just know. A woman knows. I always say a woman knows.
I agree.
Even when a man just says hi, we kind of just knows what they want. It's in a way.
From the first date, you get to know. And then there's a confusion that comes when you already, this is the guy.
Yes.
And that will tell you actually it is him. Because I remember a week to our Aurora show. That is when, someone I really respect, an anointed man of God, we used to do missions with, and I've never looked at him in any other way. And that is when he'll come and God speaks to him, and you can see it. And then he'll come and tell you, God has said that is not your man. And if you leave him today, I'm going to go see your parents. Yani, confusion from the least expected sources, that's when they'll pop up. And that's when you will know, you made the right choice. You do not allow that
counterfeits always come.
Counterfeits and from the least expected places.
So you will know. Actually, there's no definite answer.
No,
like you'll check for A, B, C, D. For me, it's just the peace and God. When you pray over something and also how you relate, sometimes when you're living in so much sin, like if you're maybe sleeping around with this man and you're still consulting God, there's just confusion.
There's a lot of confusion, and that's why Rawder and I really advocate for purity, because you get the clarity that you need. It's not about how good you are in bed. It's beyond that. So when you put that on the side and you're like, I really want to know you for you, it gives you a lot of clarity about life. Who are you as a man? Can I rely on you as the man of the house? How are you going to lead us? Do you value who I am as a woman? Are you scared of
Do you honor God?
Do you really honor God with your life? In that closet, do you still honor God? There are men who come out too strong. I'm a man of God, but then their lives totally different.
Actually, there's someone who just texted me yesterday about a godly man. They've been going to church together, and now they have started being close, and the man is asking for nudes. And she's wondering, really? What should I do? I'm like, that's a good sign. God has given you the sign early enough. Flee. Run away.
Run.
Because there's something I used to be told a lot when I was single. If the man cannot honor God, how will he honor marriage?
And how will he respect you as a woman?
How will he respect you?
Because a man who honors God understands that you are a daughter of God and you deserve a level of respect that, and then you don't dish this respect to all other ladies. If
it's
this makes sense, there's a way you feel around this man. It makes you feel safe. He will hold your hand. Okay, not just physically,
no.
But there's a level of
feel like you're not alone.
Feel safe.
And even the advice he gives, like I remember for me, one other thing I just knew Jackson is the one. The advice he would give, and for me, I was a single mother. So the concern he had for my child, I was like, I have never seen any other human being apart from me being concerned about how my child will go to school. Of course, he didn't start paying school fees before he got married, but he used to ask me, how are you managing? How is Sha going to school? And I remember the first gift he bought were shoes. That was another sign.
It wasn't even for you, it was for your baby.
He bought school shoes for Sha, and they fit. Mind you, I have never bought fitting shoes for my daughter.
And she loved them.
She loved them. I was like, oh God, now these signs are too much. I need to pay attention to what you're saying. He was so concerned. The advice he used to give me was authentic, and you know what your parents are supposed to be telling you.
He can lead a home.
He can lead.
And there's also, the fact that this man is consistent.
Yes.
There are people who they come out too strong. Oh, I love you. I want to make a future with you. And then all of a sudden they just
disappear.
You've not done anything. And then you begin to feel like you've done something wrong.
Or something is wrong with you.
Or something is wrong with you. So if they are really consistent and diligent in doing it. Because men are hunters, man. If they want you, they will pursue you. If you are the one to always call, you are the one to always text, you are the one to always check up on them,
something is wrong. Yes, you should not just sit there and wait for them.
For sure.
The leadership
it
should be done by him, and it's a good sign knowing that he's the one.
Exactly.
Don't force issues. There's a preacher who says, don't take a man and then force God to make him the one. Like, I picked this one, now he must be the one. No,
exactly.
It's the other way around.
The ladies who do that, they like a man and they're like, this has to be the one. You're not the one to just make the decision. And that is what I love about being grounded in God. You will know counterfeit from what is real.
And the counterfeits will
There are many.
Especially when the real one comes, counterfeits follow.
And then they seem to look much better than the real deal.
They look better, and when we also talk about money. They come with
loaded.
They come loaded.
You and really have to.
Like for me, by the way, Jackson, did you ever buy me a gift? No, when we were, we were very good friends. That he used to, where we used to work together. And outside the gate, there's a man who used to sell sweets. Now we have this chocolate that is written, I love you, good job. Those are the things he used to buy for me. I think we need to go back.
But I think that is so
So the counterfeit, don't come like that.
No.
Counterfeits used to order lunch. We were just near Java. So you are on air, then lunches.
But just know, there's nothing wrong with being treated, those you are taken to those
they will just confuse
hotels.
you.
But honestly, if your spiritual antennas are up, you will know. I usually ask Emmanuel, what is the best gift I've ever given you when we were dating? And then he's like, 3 apples.
You took 3 apples.
But that was so sweet.
I know.
Like one of my friends used to do sales. So, you go with your car, you go sell ketchups and stuff. So this time he was going to Nunguni. I didn't know where that was that time. Makwene, I'm like, my boyfriend works there. Please take these 3 apples.
Oh, that was so thoughtful.
Please take this to him. And then he's like, Yani, you got 3 apples from Nairobi just
for me. Now, this is what we are trying to say, or we are saying, not even trying. Between a man who can get you a car and a man who can get you 3 apples. If you are close to God, you will know
who is who.
And we are not saying that rich men are bad. No, we are very nice, loaded men. But it takes a woman who is close enough to God to know he is the one, he is not the one.
Exactly.
And as we talked about purity, if you are having sex with your boyfriend right now, just ask yourself, without sex, who are you?
Exactly.
Do you talk about anything else? Do you have anything else in common?
Exactly.
Just take it off, even for a month. You will discover what holds your relationship.
That is very true.
And if sex kept marriages, then there would be no divorce.
That is true. There would be no divorce whatsoever.
So it's not what keeps marriages.
It's true.
May God, we just desire that God will open your eyes to see when the one comes, because Rawder and Faith can never tell you is the one.
There is no formula, but you will know.
Yes, you will know.
And then, make this prayer as a single woman, that when he comes, that opportunity will not bypass you by you trying to play too hard to get. Single ladies want to play that game, but with God there are no games.
But there's a level of maturity and age. If a single lady is still playing hard to get, you've not attained that maturity.
No.
There's a time you come to as a woman. You have no time for drama, no time for games.
Won't even get that
no time. You're so busy.
And remember, we are not saying just say yes to him immediately. Just don't play these games. Please don't, because God himself if he has brought this man for you, literally a man you prayed for, and you begin to play these games, who is the fool here?
Seriously. You prayed, the man came.
Exactly.
You like everything is checking. You know he's the one, but you're like, let me give him a few years to see.
No.
And then he will invite you for the wedding, and then
you will be the one to give people cakes when, you know, those pre-cuts. I'm sorry, but that is what we have for you today. Until next Friday, 9 a.m. See ya. Do you have something to say?
Bye.
Bye-bye.